towards the end, I had a house built, and I had like 15 teenagers above me, and I had Amy, and that's my daughter, and Dan. Before that, I lived in a room like from here to there, where you could have one little bed, and my dresser was outside. And it was, we call it a bodega, a great big storage area, and there was 30 girls outside, and one bathroom. Babies to teenagers. And on the other side of the wall were boys with another guy. And then we developed up to, I got a two-room house in the village, and I still had one bathroom. I took in 5 teenage girls, and then I moved up to there. They bought a big property, and the director said, Myra, tell people you're working here and building. I said, who's going to send me money to build me a house? People sent me money. He said, it's your ministry. So at the house built, the bottom part was mine, the top was belonged to them, it was the teenagers. And it was hard. It's 24/7. You got girls, you got to listen out for them teenage girls, because there's another way to get out of the house. So I had to be alert to everything. I loved it, but I got burned out. And after 8.5 years, I just couldn't take it anymore. And I said, I need to separate. And I talked to them about it, and they agreed. And this man, I was really discouraged, because I said, I had Dan, and I knew I wasn't leaving the country, but I felt kind of discouraged that I just couldn't handle it anymore. And he really encouraged me. He said, this is their ministry. And a lot of people looked at me because I worked with the children. They were more administrative. And it was like, Myra does this, Myra does that, but it's their ministry. But I was always more hands-on with everything. But he said, there are 2 ministries between you. He said, you have your own ministry. I said, really? Because I always like to help. I do not want to be in charge of nothing. He said, God has a ministry for you. And I went, okay. So I went down the road, because this is a little bit about another 15 minutes further from where you are now, in a village. That's a beautiful village. I came into Chiquimula and looking for a place, and because I had a house, I had a lot of furniture, and so I needed a house. This lady offered me a house. It wasn't really that nice with little rooms and a tin roof, which when it rains you hear all this noise. I was walking down the street, and the same guy that owns your hotel says, Myra, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm looking for a house. He said, well, I got a house. I said, really? He said, go look at it. If you like it, I'll rent it to you. And that's the house I'm in now. And I walked in, I was like, this is like in the States, don't drink the water out of the faucet. So I moved into that house. And this guy that's coming today, he said, you have a ministry. And I'm like, okay. So I went looking for people that I could help. And on my days off, to get away from the children, I would go volunteer at a feeding program, which doesn't make sense, but it was away from there. But anyway, this feeding program closed. It was behind me, and these ladies would stand in front of my house to catch the bus. The bus stops in front of my house. And they said, what happened to the feeding program? I said, I don't know, because it wasn't my ministry. And God just put it on my heart to invite them in. I said, I will do this for 1 day a week, but I'm still looking for ministry. And the first day they came, it was like 5 women came, and they were so dirty. I mean, they were mites. Like,
oh, wow.
Like, eee. And my Spanish was really not, it was much worse than it is now, but it wasn't about communicating the word, it was more communicating love. The Lord said, learn their name, look them in the eye. Because the thing here is, these people are very loving, and they walk around with change in their pockets to give to the poor. But they don't look at it. So if you don't look at it, you don't exist. So these people live behind me. You'll see it when we go walking on Monday. They live in Shanty. It used to be a railroad. So they're squatters, basically. No water, no toilets. They live in Shanty. It's much better now than it was. You won't believe it, but it's much better than it used to be. So I learned the names. Like I said, 5 came, 10 came. After a while, I had 35 women. And I went, this is a ministry. So that's how I started. And then somebody came to me and said, how many children did they have? They didn't bring all their kids with them, thank God. I didn't know. those 35 women had 120 some children. So it's okay. So then they offered me, it's another ministry here, offered me beans, rice, and corn to give to them because I had nothing. But I learned their names. I visited them. Somebody got hit with a machete. They called me. I prayed with the husbands. And somebody was dying. I went up there and sat on a stool that might fall from under me. But the idea was God said, love on them and let them know that they're important. Because people would come Christmas and Easter to churches and say, we got all these things for you. Are you accepting Christ? And they said, sure. Give me what you got. But there was no relationship. And I had nothing. I had nothing to give them at first. And then this ministry offered me that. And then after that, all these other women came. Graciela was one of those in the kitchen. She came, and I said, where you come from? They came from way over the other way. So I had to go find out what their situation was. And I walked over there, and they were worse off than the ones behind me. Then I had 70 women. Was about, at that time, about 300 some children in my garage. And that went on for a while until the other ministry opened up and they came and told me, these are our people. You can't have them. I said, okay. And this Guatemalan was there at the time. He said, Myra, don't fight them. He said, because to them, it's a business. Your ministry is a business for them. This was a Guatemalan ministry, but they were getting help from the States. So they were counting, they had to, it's just mentality kind of thing. So the ladies, they offered them houses, brick houses. They offered them, they got welcome. They could do things for them I could not do. So I didn't, I don't blame them for leaving. Right. But those were my first ladies, and I really missed them. And I would see them. It was kind of sad. They would say, Senor Myra, they do really nice things for us, but they don't love us like you do. I'm like, oh. But some of their children are going to study with them. Because that ministry and their kids got to a certain age, they said, we're not helping you anymore. Yeah. So their kids, when they got to a certain age, wanted to study. They couldn't study. Now they're studying at night. Some of them study at night. And some of them are coming on their own, so we're helping them because they're part of the ministry. Their mothers aren't, but they are because of the relationship. So God just put it all around, but this man was the one who encouraged me in a way, actually prophesied because, I'm going to go help somebody. I don't want to be in charge. I used to say all the time to God, I don't want to be in charge. He said, I can trust you because you don't want to be in charge. Your hair's not going to get big because you don't want to be this big person. Somebody said, you're going to name the building Myra Smith? I said, no, I'm not going to name it Myra Smith Building. It's not. This is not about me. When I go, I want this ministry to keep on going. Hopefully with Guatemalans, but if not, North Americans. I want it to be a perpetual ministry to this community.